What is going on? Hello? Maybe it's just me. I don't fucking know. I don't even remember what I was gonna do, but here we are, I guess. Dang, we've already got people on the stream. That's crazy. Well, for some reason my stream is being weird, but I mean I'm getting chats because Sequence Antics is chatting me and Long Live GDS is chatting me. So I mean it's working. But at the same time it's just not connecting to the server the way I want it to, but that's okay. We'll just get into Omega Championship. I'm getting hungry though. Damn, Ryzen want the cheater. But now we're gonna get into, first of all, building up another weight class for the male side of things. Because right now we've got 4 weight classes on the female side that are actually a genuine weight classes. The super straw weight, the sky weight, and steel weight, and the featherweight. And then we have super lightweight for the male side, iron weight, and heavyweight. So I want to, per chance, have something in the middle of super lightweight and iron weight potentially. Or even do something for the featherweight division potentially. Let's take a look at the database size real quick. I think our best bet would be potentially doing like a featherweight type of deal. We could do like a welterweight or a middleweight thing too, though. I think we'll do a middleweight is what we will do. But of course that weight class will be known as something else. I think we're going to call it the Oh, whoops. I did not mean to click that. I think we're going to call it the axis weight. And then create a title belt. Perfect. But anyways, to answer your question, Sequence Antics, I'm doing good. I'm honestly bored though, again, but pretty good. This ultra peachy keen for Monster is really good. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna freeze it because I want to get rid of a championship belt that I got rid of, that I had. So I'm gonna get rid of that championship belt real quick. For anybody that wants to know how to do so, you go to Grade Dogs. You go to the WMMA5 file, wherever that is in your folders system, and then you go to databases, and the database that your save game is on. Excuse me, and then you would go to save games and whatever your save is named after, and then you would click on the Microsoft Access, and it'll say to enter the database password. And I'll show you that screen right here. It's this screen right here. It'll say enter database password, and you will go capital O or R, and lowercase o, lowercase u, ND 5, and that's it. You just click OK. And then to look at the belts, you go to TBL belt, and then all of the belts that the game has would then be shown on here. And right now I have the super heavyweight championship that I'm wanting to get rid of. So I got rid of that. Then once you're done with that, you'll click save. And then you'll leave that. Click on that, copy, temp, paste. And then go back to the thing, backup, paste. Then you'll go back to the game. I'm going to pause it again real quickly. Then we're back to the game. And you'll go to the belts. And you will see that the Super Heavyweight Championship no longer exists. And now this is where we'll start building up the Axis weight division. Male, normal weight class. Let's see if we can get any fighters that'll actually be able to main event first. That's hopefully not crazy old. Yeah, here we go. AJ Hodgkins, Bailey King, Brandon Holmes, Danny Barlow, Eric Fimbraze, Guram Gochashvili, Hunter Colvin, John Moore, Leon Shabazian, Nick Galanti, Nick Maximov, Reeves Davis Jr., Theo Haig, Trent Miller, Val Woodburn, Yuri Panfarov, so now I'll go based in Canada. Okay, John Moore is the only one. Oh, never mind. There's some older people too. Adam Hunter, Colton Cronkite, Jared Revel, Julian LeBlanc, KB Bular, Misha Kirkunov, Teddy Ash, Johan Lines. Okay. Ivan Valenzuela, Javier Torres, Tyson, Juan Ramon Grano Medina, Naib Lopez, Romario Orozco, Pablo Rios, Reese Watkins, Vladimir Calvo, Zach Borrego, Walter Sivan, Ty Wildmo, Raven Baxter, Miles Lee, Matt Myers, Lewis Glover, Lajuan Davis, Jonathan Kudman, Jivko Stoimanov, Jaden Talker, Dylan Jabitz, Christian Eccles, Casey Goulet, all right, looks good to me. Heavyweight, iron weight, axis weight, super lightweight, and then featherweight, steel weight, skyweight, and super straw weight. Which we've got 2 champions already in Callum Connor in the super lightweight and Taylor Starling in super straw weight. Carla Torres and Keisha Torres. We getting some could get some crazy main events though, that's for sure. Some of these fighters wouldn't even be able to go for a full camp. That sucks. I'm okay with that. And then we'll do Aaron McKenzie and Francesco Patron, I guess. No. I have to be weary of who would be able to full camp or not. They look, I guess. That works. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of skyweights. Let's see, when is this? April 1st? I mean, week 1, April. Omega Judgment Day. Autofill. No Shannon Knapp. Get Shannon Knapp out of here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm gonna move this fight to Judgment Day then. I don't think we'll be able to do really any title fights that show, but it's okay. We might be able to. Might be better off doing some rematches though, too. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is anything, at least as of right now. I guess we'll just have to wait and see then. I don't know why our credibility is so low. Doing no drug testing is what it looks like. Also, I did say I was gonna move it down to 9 rounds of 3 minutes, so that is exactly what I will be doing. Now I guess we just wait to see how it all lays down on the line. Bro. You know what? Screw it. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. Is it a bad idea? Probably. Do I care? Not really. I say screw it. Let's do it. Who is our most popular fighter right now? Let's go at low level national. Looks like Aspen Ladd is our most popular fighter right now. We don't even have a show booked for her. I don't think. No, she doesn't have anything scheduled. Dana's pretty popular too, though. Well, if we manage to sign, if we manage to get Ronda Marcos, she'll be one of our more popular ones too. Because she's like a low level national or something like that too, right? Yeah, she's low level national. So we're just gonna simulate on and hope for the best. We are in the midst of waiting for our upcoming fight card too, though. So even though we are trying to book another fight card, there's another fight card that's coming up soon. There's another show that we've got that coming up soon, so that'll be something to look out for soon too. Good to see you again too. Long live GDS. Come on, bro. Oh, my bad. Long live GDS. They said I said that a while ago. LMAO. My bad, bro. I try to check out the chat. Sometimes I just get caught up though. You know what I mean? You know how I feel. She signed. Perfect. And of course, PFL want this dude. Apparently, he's a former UFC fighter. Oh, he'd be low level national too. I want to be able to lock him in. So we're going to make this 46,000 instead of uh 4,600. Uh I forgot what I was going to say. But we got Omega the Immortals coming up, which will be this show, the Ironweight title fight between Lucas Fernando and Mervyn Miller, and Sierra Dinwoody and Laura Cannon. So I'm pretty excited for this card actually, and plus CM Raven will be making his debut as well. We'll see how good he actually ends up being. Every fighter made weight though for the Immortals, which is good. And then we've got Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka. And then Nate Diaz going up against Kamaru Usman. Usman's a huge favorite. I'm a little surprised by that actually. Dan Hooker goes up against Justin Gaethje. Paulo Costa and Robert Whittaker. Some of that card's kind of whack low-key, but the AI for the booking the UFC shows is kind of weird sometimes anyway. Didn't one championship hire Abel Stevenson? They did. And Gable's not booked on the show yet. So why is he not being booked on any shows? Dang, he got... He got 7 years, 7 fights. 5 of them being guaranteed. That they went crazy on paying Gable Steveson. Which I don't blame you, because he is a very much talked about fighter at the moment. And they'd want to take him away before UFC grabs him, just like how they did in real life. Me personally, I think Gable Stevenson's going to be a problem in the UFC in real life. He might end up becoming a problem at one championship too, though, especially at one championship. Oh, I guess Winterwich's going to bed. All right, sleep well. Thanks for joining the stream. Um. Are there any, in general, are there any fighters that we could sign at least low-level national? Jesus Christ, bro. That was weird as hell, but I already know Alejandro is gonna. I mean, I already know a bunch of these fighters are gonna end up wanting to be signed by a bunch of other promotions. So, I'm going to try and lock in as many people as I can. Hopefully people that are actually going to fit within my roster too, though. But I guess you never know. Should I do unemployed instead of available for hire? Gabriel Da Silva. Roy Nelson. Rustam Serbiev. Unemployed. Team none. Sabriye Sengol, who's Turkish. Takumi Iroha. That's the pro wrestler. Barbosa. That's Alexis Nicholas. Greg Hardy. Hisai Watanabe. Leonardo Blasco. Regajen, who's a featherweight, even though he still would he'd fit at super lightweight anyway. So Sumit Kumar, he's a flyweight though. Tito Martins is a bantamweight, but we could probably still bring him in potentially. Tijani Beztani. You can definitely bring this dude in. Works for me. Right as Winterwitch says that she's going to bed. Sequence antics, because it's just like, sup, Winterwitch. Yeah, sounds about right. That sounds like something Sequence Antics would do. Hungry. Well, here's the card. That's the fight card. I do have a few more things I want to do before we get to that show, but I promise it won't take too much longer. Dang. There genuinely doesn't seem to be any. Yeah, I can't hire any other super heavyweights. That's unfortunate. I'm cheating a bit. I'm gonna bring some of those guys over to America. I know I shouldn't, but I'm cheating. I guess these two are both in Canada in this case, but I know I shouldn't be cheating, but I'm going to anyways. Just to make it a little bit more interesting, to say the least. Alright, let's get into the show now. It's time for Omega the Immortals. Taking place in Arizona. This is the second Omega show of 2026. With 10 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Our main event is Sierra Dinwiddie versus Laura Cannon for the Omega Steel Weight Championship. And then we've also got for the Omega Iron Weight Championship, Lucas Fernando versus Mervin Miller. So, two very, very intense fights taking place. Just title fights, though. Then we got a couple of super heavyweight bouts taking place. Speaking of the super heavyweights. CM Raven will be making his pro debut. More super heavyweight action. Then we got the heavyweights. And then we've got featherweight action. We got, I believe this is heavyweight action. And then this is skyweight, I believe. No, it's super strawweight, excuse me. And then this is heavyweight or iron weight. It's heavyweight, okay. In our opener. Jovan Leka goes head to head with Miles Banks to open up the contest. Mario Yamasaki is the referee. Christina Shaw, Marion Froth, and Marcos Rosales are the judges. Round 1 begins as we start with no touch of gloves. Leka does get the trip takedown. Banks pulls half guard. Leka does pound away, but pretty much to no avail. Okie dokie. Starting to slow down a bit. Leka does get the takedown. Fires away, but nothing again, pretty much. As now we head into the second round. Head into the final minute of the round. Leka once again gets the takedown and tries to pound away. He's trying so hard with the ground and pound, but it's not really getting him anywhere. Which might be eventually Jovan Leka's downfall if Miles Banks plays his cards right. If he plays his cards right, Miles Banks might do a pretty good job here. There we go. Nice start and scramble. Now Banks has side control. They both end up scrambling back to their feet as round 3 expires. We still got a bunch of rounds to go. This is one of the nice things about having so many rounds is that like fights like these can kind of develop over time and we can tell a better story within the action. Although that makes it seem like this is like professional wrestling where the fights are scripted or whatever, but that's not what I mean when I say storytelling. And again, Leka is supposedly winning that round as we head into the fifth out of the 9 rounds. My God, Leka has once again successfully made the takedown. Now we're going into round 5. Now it's, according to the commentators, 48-47 Leka, which is making this a really close fight. Banks, even though he's been taken down the entire time. Oh, that's the first time Banks stops the takedown. But I gotta say, Banks has done a really good job of making sure Jovan isn't dominating. even though that seemingly has been wasting his energy. But I'm sure Jovan Leka is pretty tired out too. I mean, they've been going at it now for over 20 minutes. Oh. Oh shit. Jovan Leka takes the win by TKO finally. In 2 minutes and 16 seconds of round 7, the fight was rated as fantastic. Well, that's a great way to open up the show. I 100% agree. That was a very fantastic fight. Melissa Martinez goes up against Andrea Amaro in the female super strawweight division now. Herb Dean is our referee. Here are the judges: Cardo Urso, Christina Shaw, and Marianne Froth. Here's the opening bell. No touch of gloves. Amaro gets the takedown. As we now head into round 2. Martinez fails to land a shot. We're now on the halfway point of round 2. I mean, the commentators have them both tied up at the moment. But we're only in the round 3, so I guess we'll see. Rear naked choke is not applied fully. And that makes it 29-28 Martinez in the unofficial scorecard. Which means this fight has been close the last 3 rounds so far. Andrea gets the takedown. Continues to fire away as we head into the 5th round. The unofficial scorecard has them both tied up. Unofficial scorecard has them at 48-47 Amaro now. Amaro gets the takedown. Uh-oh. Amaro did land a big shot, but she seems to have broken her hand. which might be Martinez's big opportunity to get the finish here. Martinez lands a huge shot. Now we're in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amaro gets up. That is insane. The fight continues. I have a feeling this fight will end up being at least great too. You would think that Melissa Martinez would be a little bit more smart about how she's doing some of the grappling, considering the fact that she's a Muay Thai fighter. But she's starting to catch up now with Andrea Amaro hurting that hand earlier on in the fight, is what it looks like. Now they both dirty box each other. On to the last round. The unofficial scorecard is 77-75 Amaro. So even if Melissa wins here, that would give Amaro the win, most likely. I mean, it could be a split decision too, though. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the judges think, but... Alright, here we go. Let's go to the judges' scorecards now. Oh, wait. Never mind, there's 12 rounds still because I didn't change it for this show. I forgot about that. The rules were changed for future shows, not for the shows I already booked. That makes more sense. Best of luck to Melissa Martinez, though. Because the game's now saying that she needs to get going. This might end up being a fantastic fight too, bro. And of course, I'm not going to be upset about that. Oh shit. Thought we were seeing a finish right then and there, but I guess not. All right, now we are actually going to the judges' scorecards to see who won. Andrea Amaro does take the win by unanimous decision. Let's see what they gave her. 115, 113, 116, 112, 115, 113. That was a pretty close fight then. The fight was rated as a great. So it wasn't fantastic, but great is better than bad or average. So I will take it. I think Amaro might have injured her hand or wrist or something too, though. So we'll have to find out on that part too. But now we're going into some heavyweight action. Cameron Graham takes on Casper Miklaz. Mark Goddard is our referee. Marcos Rosales, Shauna Irvine, and Cardo Urso are the judges, and we have the opening bell with both of these two touching gloves. I'll be right back. Holy shit, what a quick finish. Casper Miklas defeats Cameron Graham by a submission armbar in a minute 20 of round 2. Good for him. And now we've got Bridget Chase taking on Evelyn Martins in the female featherweight division. I guess I should just say featherweight because we don't really have a male featherweight division. I mean, we do, but it's within the super lightweight. But either way, it would just be featherweight. But anyways, Mark Goddard is our referee once again. Cardo Urso, Christina Shaw, and Marianne Froth are the judges. And the fight begins with no touch of gloves. Excuse me. Seemingly did not like the first round. Not all of them are gonna be winners, I guess. So. Mark Goddard separates them both, though. Takedown is successful, excuse me. As we now head into round 3. Martins takes the win by submission armbar in 2:36. The fight was rated as decent. And now it's time for some heavyweight action. Shah Kamali goes head-to-head with Eduardo Neves. Mario Yamasaki is the referee. Here are the judges. And the fight begins with a touch of gloves. Kamali takes the win by knockout punch in 1:14 of round 7. The fight was rated as great. Now it's time for some super heavyweight action. Kenny Garner takes on Serene Osmanedia. Both of these two, some old farts going after each other. Herb Dean will be the referee. Christina Shaw, Marianne Froth, and Marcos Rosales are the judges. And the fight begins with a touch of gloves. This could be the last time both of these two fight too, but I've said that before about some of the older fighters too, and then they end up not retiring. So I guess we'll find out. Bombardier gets the win And Bombardier gets hit into an armbar. Kenny Garner takes the win. What a submission by in 2 minutes and 59 seconds with 1 second left on the clock. The fight was rated as great. Doesn't look like either of them are retiring, which is a little surprising, but now we're going to see whether or not Jeremy Tshibala will beat the debuting CM Raven, or if CM Raven, if CM Raven can make a solid first impression in the world of MMA. Mario Yamasaki is our referee. Here are the judges at ringside. And the fight begins with a touch of gloves. Holy shit, CM Raven managed to do it with a knockout punch in 1:30 of round 3. The fight was rated as good. Now we're going into more super heavyweight action. Andreas Stolberg making his pro debut at 36 years old. Guess better late than never. Goes head to head with the old fart and Alexandru Lungu. Herb Dean is our referee. Here are the judges. And we are underway as both fighters meet in the center. There is no touch of gloves. They engage in the center. That's the end of round 1. As we head into the second round. Okie dokie. They're both tied unofficially at the scorecards at the moment. Jesus Christ, excuse me. As the third round is now almost over. Yeah, that was it for round 3. So we head into round 4. Looks like there's some bruising going on. I'm not sure if it's on Lungu or on Stolberg. Stolberg. We're now into round 5. The takedown attempt is successful by Stahlberg. Going for a armbar. Alexandru Lungu takes the win in 2:32 of round 5. The super heavyweight fight was rated as good. And still no retirements going on. Lucas Fernando faces Mervyn Miller in the Ironweight Championship fight now. Whoever wins this will be the first ever Ironweight champion. Mario Yamasaki is our referee. Excuse me. The judges are Cardo Urso, Christina Shaw, and Marianne Froth. And the fight begins with no touch of gloves. And now we're going into round 2. Oakley Dokley. Who will become the first ever Ironweight champion? We shall find out. Excuse me. Oh shit. Oh, it's a knockout. Mervyn Miller is your new Omega Ironweight champion by knockout punch in 1 minute and 37 of round 3. The fight was rated as great. But now we head into our main event. Sierra Dinwoody faces Laura Cannon in the Omega Steelweight Championship fight. Mark Goddard is our referee. Here are the judges. Dinwoody moves around, keeping warm as the introductions are made, and looks ready to go. The fight begins as they engage in the center. Trying to throw in some shots. Dinwoody is a boxer and Laura Cannon's a kickboxer. So expect a lot of that. So we head into now the second round. The first round was won by Dinwoody. They come forward and engage. They meet in the center. Time runs out on round 2 as we head into round 3. I also wonder who will become the first ever super lightweight champion. Also, what did I say? Super lightweight? I meant steel weight. I did not mean to say super lightweight. I meant to say steel weight. And I'd rather seal Minnie Mouse instead of whatever that was. And they both start to strike. As we head into round 5, it looks like. We get into round 5. Trust the relaxation strategy might be the strategy to get the win here tonight. By the way, guys, I have a dentist appointment when I wake up from bed. So that'll be so fun. For anybody who knows me, I don't like dentist appointments, so Cannon has been knocked down as the referee begins a 10 count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cannon gets up. As the fight continues. And now we head into round number 7. As we will see who will become the first ever Omega Steelweight champion. Round 8 begins as both fighters step in to strike. Cannon defended the takedown attempt well. She doesn't defend that though. As now we go into Dinwiddie taking the win. Once again, we are now at the 9th round. Dinwiddie wobbles and falls. 4, 5, 6, 7. Dinwiddie is back up. Great job defending those takedown attempts, so far at least. And they both end up clinching. Cannon's trying real hard to go for those takedowns. But it's not really working. That's the end of the 10th round. As we head into the second to last round of the of what I plan on doing in general. So whole point is Cannon might be in trouble here. Even with myself having more or less pictures or videos or whatever the case may be. That stuff doesn't really matter to me, but anyways. We're into the final round now. As we go to decision. We've got 118, 109, 118, 110, and 118, 110. So Sierra takes the win and becomes the first ever steelweight champion by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as good. And we got the 79 in the critical rating and a 37 commercially. And we got 3,000 off of pay-per-view. There was a decrease in popularity in Mexico, but there was an increase in popularity everywhere else. And we made $350.45. It was like $350,000.40 or something like that. Excuse me. And like I thought, there'd be a bunch of rival bids now that I'm trying to sign a bunch of these guys. I'll get to those in a little bit. It's getting late for me, so I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.